Hello again, YouTube. This is the Truth Man. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel. So, we getting back to Isaiah 4:1. You already know I like to do them around this time. And we getting back to it. So, let's get to it. Isaiah 4:1 says, "In that day, 7 women will take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own food, wear our own clothes, only let us be called by your name, take away our disgrace." The disgrace is social media and the attitudes that develop in women because of it, which is what we're getting ready to talk about. Social media and the attitudes that develop in women because of it. Now, let me tell you guys something. In particular, guys in my age group, 40, 39 and up, basically. If you didn't have problems getting women in the 90s, then the problem ain't you, the problem ain't how you look, the problem is them. I'm gonna show you something. I still look like myself. Only difference, a few teeth fell out. I don't have as much hair. And I got some gray hair. It's the only difference. Still look like myself. So, and one day I'll probably upload one of my old pictures or something. So, the problem ain't you, it's them. I hear guys saying, man, is it a problem with how I look, this, that, and the other? Now, let me tell you something. I ain't never seen you got a gut. If you got a gut, so what? That's an excuse, because I know guys that in the 90s, when we was in our early 20s, they had big guts, and it didn't stop them. One of my guys in particular, they called him Meathead. He had plenty kids, and he was not only fat, but he was short. And boy, that dude, he got plenty girls. His whole life he got girls. So then I had another friend, one of my right hands. He walked with a limp and he was big, and it never stopped him from getting girls. So it's not you, it's them. And for this reason, you should enjoy your life. You should enjoy your life. Like some women, you know, they get on these social media sites and they basically, it's filters. Guys be using filters too to make themselves look more buff than they really are. But it's the filters, it's the attitude, it's the superficialness that's leading to singleness on both sides, man and women. But be patient, because Isaiah 4:1 is coming to pass. They gonna basically alienate the majority of men from themselves, and then they gonna have to come back and humble themselves like a dog with that tail in between his legs that tore up the couch. They gonna have to come back and humble themselves. Now, I know they feeling real good right now. You got the dating sites, all these dudes swiping on them. They think they want to fall in love with them. No, he wanna do nasty things to you. Nasty. That's the main thing most of these guys want. So, but they take that as, all of these guys want to be with me. All of these guys want to put a ring on it. Listen, this kind of talk from me and from others is going to be extremely hard going forward for you to get a guy to put a ring on it and be the dummy to sign a contract with the state just because he wants you. And here's the side of it for guys. That's dumb. Let me show you how it's dumb. You think, especially you Christian guys, you think by you marrying her, she gonna just keep giving it up and having sex with you and this, that, and the other. most guys, especially if she was a 304 in her early years, she gonna retire on you. She gonna retire from sex on you. Guaranteed. And you won't be looking at it like, well, you said you only had X number of bodies, but every time you always coming up with excuses, which is what high body count women do. Be patient. Be patient. Because it's coming. Pause. To pass. It's going to come to pass. So, wait, hold on. Don't stop all this bowing down to these women. I don't care if it's your wife, your girlfriend. She's supposed to be bowing down to you. Okay, let me ask you something. Who in the province is exempt from bowing down to the king? The answer is no one. And one of the things that they do in a real province is the peasants, the other people, need to see the queen bowing down to her king. And the queen always takes the first bow. Then the rest of the people take their bow. So, I need, hold on. So the rest of them take their bow. But only in America, like Don King used to say, only in America do women, well, I can't say only, I'm sure it's kind of probably making its way like a disease to other countries. So I'll just say mainly in America, you see women that want men to bow down to them instead of them bowing down to the man. Oh, well, and I heard them on the LaPeep Network, and I stopped watching them. For one, they got Mr. Let Go on there, and he was just on the dating site a year ago. So that's like a first grader teaching algebra or calculus. So him being on there, that's the main reason why I don't watch it. But I heard them say, I heard women on there say that they not gonna bow down to a man unless he makes X amount of dollars. Well, it's fake then. It's fake. And any dude that heard y'all say that in your town or wherever, if he still stay with you or try to get with you, he's a clown. See, another point I want to make is simps. It's too many simps, man. Simps are destroying relationships without even doing much or anything. Just the fact that they're available to simp is messing up relationships, because here's what happened. And let me tell you guys something. Let me give y'all a little clue, little hint. If your wife has been extremely argumentative, like more so than times past, or she just, nothing is good enough for her, don't stoop to her level, don't argue with her. Investigate her on a sneak tip. If she leaves her phone around you, go through her phone. Go through her phone. If she go in the bathroom, take a shower, and leave her phone in the room, go through her phone. Look at her text messages. Find out if she deleted anything. Because 9 times out of 10, when she starting up with you and being extra, it's because it's a simp somewhere. I wouldn't do this. I wouldn't do that if I was you. This is why dudes be wanting to take off and beat up on the simp. But that's not the answer. The answer is just move around, move on. Go fishing, go to cousin. Well, you don't live in Wisconsin, so you don't have that luxury. But Wisconsin people know. I was getting ready to say go to Cousin. Okay, I'll tell you one you familiar with. Go to Jersey Mike's or go to Subway. Get you a sub. Get you some French fries or some chips. Get your rod together and go fishing. Do something, but don't be entertaining and going back and forth with these women with all this arguing and stuff. Let me go over here. That's how I got into it with that dude last time. Trying to play like he was tough or something. That's what we deal with a lot here in Milwaukee. Guys just be trying to be tough for no reason. And I think I told y'all the story. He tried to act like he was going for a gun, and I was like, and I got one too. So, don't entertain that, man. Have an abundance mindset, as it's called. Know that there's plenty to be had by you. There's plenty to be had by you. So when they start denying you sex and always having the excuse or have performer telling you to hurry up, you tell her, I'm going to say this one time. I'm going to say this one time. If you deny me again, I'm getting somebody else to do it. Well, go ahead. Don't argue. State your point. Move on. Just like with the bills. When the bills, because a lot of people are having financial hardships right now. When the bills come up short, don't argue. If you the one paying them, don't argue. Just do what you got to do to pay them. Stop arguing with these women, man. Like, I know you ain't going to be 100% successful because some of them are just masters at baiting you into it. But just do your best not to argue with them, because trust me, people are watching these type of videos. Like, my view counts, I guarantee you they way higher than they showing. But not just me, other people. You could tell how people act in public, that people are watching this type of content. Like, you notice how women just, like, they be alert and be paying attention to guys more now, it seems like. That's because they watching this kind of talk. Everybody's talking about this, men and women. What's going on in the United States? What's going on overseas? Passport brothers, this, that. But be patient. It's not because of you, it's them. It's social media. They looking at you 45, and you probably work out a little here and there, but you got other things to do. You're not, like, your mind is not into that like that. Because you have grown to accept what you are physically. So they looking at these younger guys like Broly Gaines and all them dudes. Let them look at them. Let them look at them. Another thing, don't let these women have you on a double standard where they can say stuff to you, but you can't say that same thing to them. They can say something about your pot belly, but you can't say nothing about their soup cooler or they pot belly. Don't ever let a woman control you with her tears, man. Don't ever let a woman control you with her tears. And don't ever let her treat you like she's the only woman in the earth. What do kings do to peasants that won't serve? They banish them from the kingdom, right? But see, where we mess up, like we don't be knowing. See, this is relatively new information in regards to marriage and relationships. Like, new and within, I would say, the last 10 years new. People have been talking about this stuff for a long time, But this the information age. It's everywhere now. And there's a lot of guys is kicking themselves saying, if I would have knew this, if I would have knew this, I would have never got married. If I would have knew this, I would have never did this. If I would have knew this, I would have kept playing sports. Y'all heard my story, right? For those of you who don't know, I was offered a partial scholarship to walk on and play football at Concordia University here in Mequon, Wisconsin. And that was after the fact that I wasn't at Jackson State no more or nothing. Met with the coach, went through there, met some of the players. He even told me basically that he thought I was too big to be a defensive back. He was gonna move me to outside linebacker because what he was saying was the guy that they had at outside linebacker was all bark and no bite. Like he said, he wasn't as good as he tried to talk. So basically, I was going to come in as the number 2 and work my way into the number 1. But you know what happened? I didn't want to play football because I had just met my wife to be. And to me, being a kid from the hood, from 19th and Hampton, Concordia just seemed so far away. But now that I be driving, it's not that far. And so I didn't accept it, even though I would have had to still pay. You know, he said, well, we'll do all we can as far as work study, this, that, and the other. But I would have still ended up having to pay some of it. I wasn't worried about that. It was the little lovey-dovey stuff. You better be like Devin Haney. Don't give up no aspect of your career for no woman. Y'all heard about the woman who sabotaged the what was he, a violinist, from being able to play in the orchestra. She basically forged a letter, and a lot of people did videos on it. She forged a letter like he was no longer interested. And he sued her. And he should have. So be patient. It's not you. It's not you. It's not you. Thanks for watching. Keep tuning in for more videos. This is The Truth Man.